Hey guys, welcome back to Sci-Fi Quest. I thought I'd do a little bit of something different. I thought I would actually talk about Stargate. I haven't done a video talking about Stargate in a while, so let's talk about it. Okay, all. I thought I'd cut in here quickly to explain something to you. Um, you may think that when I'm making my videos, I look away a lot. This is not due to a script or on my screen because I do not script my videos at all. Most of the time, I will basically just go raw and just talk about what I want to talk about and what I feel that I should say. In a lot of my reaction videos, I do look away. In every single video, I probably look away. It's due to the fact that I have a condition called a keratoconus in one of my eyes. It's this eye. If I concentrate, I'll try and concentrate on the light from looking at my camera, and you might notice, if I can concentrate long enough, you might notice that I actually have a reflection issue in my left eye. Now, this is the keratoconus. Basically, all it is it's a slight deformation of the eye in front of the pupil, which basically I have. Instead of having a smooth oval surface on my eye, I actually have a transparent lump, and it's basically like when you look through a glass at a certain angle, it spins it, it curves the light. That's essentially what happens to my eye. So I can't because my left eye doesn't focus properly. I have a squint, which means that my one eye will be looking sort of constantly in a different direction. And at the same time, I can't concentrate looking at a camera because of the light. If I could have had I'm going to get some more lights because I want to be able to look at you guys and look straight ahead at the camera and talk to you guys because I love doing these videos. I really enjoy it. Even the ones that get minimum views. It's like I did a video last week for the Secret Invasion. Unfortunately, it only had 8 views, so there is actually no interest in that series whatsoever. So what I'm going to do is I am going to not make any more. I'm going to continue with the Babylon 5 videos, but I just thought I would explain to you that I'm not reading a script on my screen. I can't concentrate on the light. I can't, if I look at the light too long, it actually starts to give me a headache. And this is all due to the fact that I can't focus my one eye properly because all I can see is a blur, essentially. So, all right, my cat's coming up. Yeah, so this is Blue. If you can see him, I don't know if you can. He's being a pain in the ass today. Oh, look, you got a seed on your tail, mate. All right. So yeah, I just thought I'd explain a little bit of what's going on. I just I can't I just can't look at the light. That's all. So thanks for bearing with me, and I hope you're still watching because this video is very interesting, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for your time, guys. Okay, so I recently watched a video on a channel that I'm subscribed to, and I thought I would. I've done some comments in the comment section, and I came up with an idea, and I thought it was a pretty good idea actually. And I thought I'd ask you guys' opinion, see what you guys think. Now, we know that Stargate is coming back. We know for a fact it's coming back. And we know that Amazon wants it to be a movie as well as a show. So we know we're going to get both, right? Now, someone in the comments on that video that I watched if you want to see that video, I will put a link in the description to their video on their channel down below. The channel is Sidetrek. Jay at Sidetrek is very well informed. He's very careful in what he says, which is actually quite refreshing. But at the same time, I was reading in the comments and I came up with an idea. I replied to a comment. I won't go through what that comment was, but it was about Stargate universe, basically. So I thought that I would express my opinion. So I did, and I came up with an idea. Now we all know that Stargate universe, it was stopped abruptly. We see the Destiny crew all go into stasis, except for Eli, and then Eli's left standing there looking out of the observation window. And here's my thought. Now, everyone's speculating on what happens to Eli. He starves to death, stuff like that. But, I mean, I don't want to believe that he would starve to death. But, at the same time, you know, I want him to be alive. I want to know what happens to him. And I had a perfect idea on what could have happened. Now, the first time we see Destiny fly into a star to refuel. Now, this is the interesting thing, because we see it drops down those collectors and flies through the corona and sucks it, and draws in the coronal. Well, I guess it's hydrogen. I guess it's absorbing the hydrogen that's that the sun's burning, I suppose, from the corona. I'm not 100% sure on what those ram scoops would be collecting. It could be the plasma, something along those lines. However, this is the interesting thing. What if, because we know that Destiny is not capable of dialing back to the Milky Way, so there's no chance of it dialing home. However, you can't imagine that the ancients would have sent that ship out without the capability of dialing home. Now, this is where my idea comes in, right? So, when Rush mentions that Destiny wasn't fully charged, basically it's not at full capacity. It doesn't have the power to dial back to Earth. But however, if it was fully charged, the likelihood is that the ancients would have built it so that when it's fully charged, it will at least be able to dial home once. This is what I reckon. Okay, I reckon that after charging itself, filling its tanks full of gas, basically, it would be able to generate enough power to connect a wormhole from Destiny's Stargate to Earth, or at least to another planet, another Stargate in the Milky Way network, or any other network in any other galaxy, basically. But essentially, the Destiny Stargate will be the only one in that network of Destiny's gates capable of dialing Earth. We know this because in the Pegasus Galaxy with Atlantis, the Atlantis Stargate is the only one capable of dialing Earth. And we know this because they take the crystal out and then they go to that mist planet, that planet with all the mist. And they were planning on using that because the mist actually generates power, but they turned out to be alive, so they ended up not doing it. So we know that happened, that the ancients were security conscious in that respect. So maybe every single galaxy has one gate capable of dialing another galaxy, or because we also know that the Stargate in the SGC in SG1, the original gate, that's the one they ended up with renting off of the Russians, not the one that they found in. No, yeah, the one they found in Antarctica would be probably the oldest gate in the Milky Way network. So it'll be the first Stargate in the Milky Way network. That's what I believe, and I believe I'm right about that. I'm not sure, but I mean, if you think I'm wrong, comment down below. So my thought was that when the Ancients would have gone to Destiny when it got closer, as close as possible to the source of the signal that they detected, they would gate to it, but then they would definitely need a way to gate home. So it's plausible that the Destiny's Stargate would be capable of dialing home, which would have been Earth at that point. When they launched Destiny, it would have been Earth. So if the Ancients had actually gone there and they actually, got to the point where they were at the source of the signal and found it, then they would definitely need a way to come home. They wouldn't be coming back on Destiny unless they took technology and more advanced technology there to build a hyperdrive capable of intergalactic travel. Kind of like the Asgard one, or the one on, or something like that. Maybe even a wormhole drive like the experimental one on Atlantis. However, they would definitely know how to do it. But Destiny would have to be capable of generating that amount of power, correct? So, if it is they do that experiment in universe where Rush, I believe, miscalculates someone miscalculates it. I can't remember exactly who. I think it was Rush or Eli, or they both. But they knew that they could dial home whilst in the corona of the sun, whilst recharging from the sun. So whilst Destiny is recharging, they could use that power to dial Earth. But Destiny is damaged. It's only filling up half the tank essentially. It's like someone uses the car and they put £10 in the tank, but it's only a fraction of what they used basically. So it can't be fully charged. So what I thought was maybe Eli, because I believe they were supposed to be, was it 5 years or 15 years or something that they were supposed to be frozen for? I think it was 5, wasn't it? Now, I can imagine Eli turning on the terminal and, learning all he can in that time, because he's got nothing else to do. So what's he going to do? He's going to look through the database. I mean, I would look through the computer system, and I'd try to identify issues that I might be able to fix, so that when the crew wakes up, they'll have a positive. They'll wake up. Eli might be unconscious or dead on the floor, but they wake up and they find out that he's fixed a lot of systems on the ship. That would be a benefit. However, what if Eli found out why this Destiny was failing to refuel 100%, why it was only getting a small, at most half of what it was capable of achieving? What if he manages to find out what caused that problem and then tells those repair bots that they've got to fix the problem, and then they fix the problem over a period of time? And maybe the next time they recharge, that Destiny recharges in the sun when they get into the other galaxy, because I believe they were traveling between 2 galaxies, weren't they? So when they get to the other galaxy, they will recharge, and then all of a sudden, all the lights will come, everything will activate, because nothing has to be in sleep mode because it is fully powered. So maybe Eli fixes it, and then wakes up the crew at the point where it's recharged, it's got the power, and then the crew can come out of stasis, and they can dial home, and they can let Stargate Command know that they fixed it. They can travel both ways now. They can travel home. They can come home. So, and then they can use the first connection as a test. But at the same time, by testing it, they can communicate with SGC, so the Stargate Command, and let them know that they've been able to fix the problem and connect the wormhole to home, so that they can return. So this would be a good idea, because it makes sense, because Eli is a very smart guy. He's a smart guy. I mean, in some ways, he's actually smarter than Rush. But Rush is actually is the smartest guy on the ship. But in some aspects that Rush lacks, Eli, he's smarter in that respect. So I think that would make sense. It would be an appropriate ending to the universe crew, to the Destiny crew, but it also opens up the possibility of traveling to the Destiny at a future date, because all they need to do is find a way to generate enough power to connect the wormhole to the Destiny's Stargate, right? So they know for a fact that they can have two-way travel between Destiny and Earth, but they need a power source on Earth capable of producing that amount of power. Now, we know that there is one planet in the Milky Way that is capable of generating that amount of power, but politically there is a problem. They won't allow them to use it, to resupply them. So it makes sense. Just trying to get to Destiny, they've destroyed 2 planets. But I mean, another question I'd love to answer and find out is the first planet. I can't remember, is it the Icarus? I can't remember what name of the planet was, but that first planet, was it possible that it was the who are they? Lucian Alliance attack that caused it to explode, rather than the connection itself? And then when the Lucian Alliance find another planet with the same makeup and then connects to Destiny and sends their people, that would be when Earth attacked them. So under both circumstances, the planets where they were powering the gate to get to Destiny, they were under attack at the time. So there's a lot of energy discharges happening. So would the Stargate connecting from that planet alone cause it? We don't know. Both planets were under attack at the point of connection. So it's possible that they would have been fine. But yeah, I mean, I reckon Eli finding the problem and getting those robots to fix it is a perfect solution to saving the Stargate Universe crew. So I want you to let me know what you think down below in the comments, and hopefully you agree with me. If you don't, I look forward to replying to your comments. Seriously, I do, because I feel that this would be a very appropriate and a very acceptable way to end universe, to end the crew of Destiny's being stuck, basically. So guys, if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you like my content, subscribe. It's absolutely free. It helps you out. It helps me out. It helps the algorithm notice me. I mean, I've got 26 subscribers as of this point, so that is great. I'm grateful for every single one of you. And the amount of people watching my videos is incredible. I never thought I would get hundreds of people watching my videos, and and I'm glad it's happening. I mean, I'd love to interact with you guys if I can. So yeah, comment down below, hit the like button, subscribe, and you can follow me on Facebook, Twitter. You can find me on Discord. We can talk on Discord if you like, and you can also find me on Rumble. I'm having a few issues with Instagram at the moment, so I'm not on Instagram right now. But those issues will be solved shortly. So guys, thanks for watching. Take care. Why didn't it stop? It didn't stop. Oh my god. That's a blooper.